After 16 years of working in the exterior cleaning industry, I've realised that if one method doesn't work for you, it's definitely worth trying something different. So with that in mind, I've taken a 2-hour journey up to Liverpool to meet up with Steve Dunmore, who is the inventor of the roof wand supplied by Ionic Systems. So we're going to clean this property behind us here and we'll have a look and see how we get on with it.
So the first thing I was wondering about was how long the setup took. Well, this took about an hour, but Steve was showing me and another couple of lads what he was doing, so it could have been done a lot quicker. If you don't want to watch the cleaning part of this and want to skip straight to me talking to Steve about the equipment, skip to 5 minutes 20 seconds. So the cleaning head is actually 3 turbos on this job. In this shot it looks like it's a bit out of control, but he's actually cleaning over the top of the roof, so when he does the top from the other side it doesn't blow any debris onto the clean side. The 2 blue cones are just buffers in case the one that drops onto the roof. By changing the angle of the mast, he was able to clean the whole roof without moving the base unit. The clean-up process is a lot quicker than I expected it to be. You already have your pressure washer set up to power the roof wand, so you're just using it to wash down. Once you've got all your moss collected up, you just let it drain, then get rid of it wherever you need to. The biocide application is done through the wand. It did this by mixing up a 40:1 biocide mix in a container, then dropping the suction pipe from the pressure washer into the container. By doing it this way, it literally took minutes to do the whole roof. To wash the back of the roof only took an hour and a half. See here, by getting the balance point right, you can easily control the roof wand using just one hand. You can just about make out that the turbo nozzles have been taken off and 40-degree fan nozzles have been put on instead for the biociding. The downpipes are blocked off before cleaning, so no moss washes down and blocks them. When it comes to the cleanup, all the sheets are overlapped, so if you pull them back, It brings all the moss to one place, making it easy to clean up and dispose of any moss. I was actually really surprised how quick the cleanup was. I was expecting it to take much longer.
So I'm here with Steve Dunmore, and he is the inventor of the roof wand.
I am.
Supplied by Ionics.
Yeah.
So Steve, tell us about the roof wand and what you get with it and what it does.
Yeah, so first of all, the key to it is the mast trolley. So the mast trolley has a telescopic lift on it. So the tubes go through. You bring that up to gutter height. And like a big rod vessel, you do like fishing, same script. It's also automated, so when you're working with it,
If I turn it round.
yeah, sure, yeah. Yeah, so imagine that at height now, and to save moving the mast trolley, it's on an arc, so we can arc it left one way, and then got 30 degrees one way and 30 degrees the other.
So you can reach a fair part of the roof with it.
You can, like.
And does it extend as well as the clamp?
Yeah, so once you've got to gutter height, you've then got 600mm of up and down. Just a fine adjustment as you're working. You only want about 6 inches, 8 inches above the gas working above the top of the roof. That's just fine adjustments to save your back. Yeah, so that's just your fine adjustments really. So it goes up and then comes down. And then down.
And that's all done on a remote control.
Remote control. And as a backup, you've got a control box here. So if you ever lose this, it can be done.
Obviously, when you've got your wand in there,
Yeah.
what stops this from tipping over?
Well, this is filled with pure water. Yeah, so I've got a filter.
Does it have to be pure water?
No, it doesn't, but I use it for cleaning the windows afterwards. So I've got a pump on here. I'll just spin it around. So you can increase it,
Yeah, so that's just your standard window cleaning pump.
Exactly, yeah.
So once you're finished,
Yeah,
and that you use your pure water up, and that makes it lighter to stick back in your van.
that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then for extra stability, if it's really high, then we've got these stabilisers. A set of 4 of these, all different shapes.
Yeah. And they just slot into the bottom of the frame.
They slot in to give it stability.
So you've got the weight of that,
Yeah.
and you've got the stabiliser,
Yeah,
so you've got double stability.
Yeah, and they've also got angles on, so you can if curves are in the way, you can
angle round
it. Yeah.
Right. So that is the mast part of
That's
it.
the mast part of it. Yeah.
What does the cleaning?
The triple cleaning head. Right. So this is the cleaning head.
Yeah.
You can go triple, or you can blank the centre off, and then go double. Just different size aperture on your turbo nozzles.
So you've got 3 turbo nozzles on that at the moment.
There's 3 on this, yeah.
But you can change those, can't you? As I saw when you were doing the biocide.
Yeah. So again, we can blank the centre off and put bigger turbos on the side, and just give it more volume, if you like. But this tends to do most jobs.
Or you can put just the ordinary fan nozzles on as well, can't
Yeah.
you?
So I can blank that off and put 40-degree fan jets on, like the I use for putting the biocide on the roof, or the green ones, 25 degrees if you want a bit more pressure for cleaning down the walls.
Yeah. So those fit onto poles.
Yeah, or they all lock on. So they all slot together with a button. They can't spin.
Yeah, and then that sits
in there. Goes through.
So that allows that to roll and twist.
And twist.
Yeah. And you get a certain amount of lift from the pressure washer as well.
Yeah, so I mean, with the pressure washer, I put enough pressure, just enough to lift the head at the apex. And then the final controls are done with the trigger, which is this. That goes on the end of on the handle.
So the handle part has actually got a telescopic section on it as well, hasn't it?
It's telescopic, it's fiberglass, so it's double insulated, so you're not going to get a shock. And then this slats onto that.
And then by having it telescopic, you don't have to, if you need to go a bit higher, you don't have to keep adding bits on.
So you can bring it right down to the gutter.
What is the maximum length of these?
These are, well, the whole lot comes to 20 metres.
So do you have to have a 20 metre length of pressure washer hose up the inside?
No. So we have the first 3 sections is we have a 6 metre length, which is mark yellow.
Yeah.
And then from there we have 2 metre lengths all the way down. So if you want to disconnect one, you've always got an end that you can put the...
So you don't have to keep disconnecting them.
Exactly, yeah.
If you take a pole off, you don't have to take off the whole load.
And then with the telescopic side of it, you've got one that's 4 metres long, that's green, and then that just allows for the slack.
So they're all colour coded, so you know exactly where they go.
Yeah. And then we have an anti-kit. So the feed is like the one anti-king goes into that lightweight.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
And that's quite a nice little feature on here as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a flow controller. So once you get enough pressure just to lift the head, then you can just put as much as you want. Send the pressure down or the flow down or the flow up.
So what size pressure washer do you need with it?
Well, 21 litres at 200 bar, and then it's regulated. So on the dome road, I'll get it down to about 160, something like that.
Yeah. 50. But you need if you've got a 15 litre a minute, it wouldn't be enough.
If you had maybe do one nozzle, but
it's not enough to do.
You're defeating the object. I'd say 21 litres definitely.
Yeah. So that's what you need for the cleaning. Yeah. Now we've done this job with you today.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of awkward bits on the 2 ends.
Yes, yeah.
But as a rule of thumb, what can you clean? Like
if you can clean it, if you can see it, you can clean it.
Yeah, so that's basically it.
That's it. Yeah.
And you can move right the way back. So you got the poles.
So I mean, I can work. If I've got the space, I'll work long, and if I haven't, I'll work short. You know.
Yeah. And it just means changing the length of your mast
and
the poles.
On the poles. Yeah. So, and then also with this system, you can clean on an angle.
Yeah.
So if you didn't want to go on the road, you can actually work that way
to the side of you.
To the side of you, as we did here, you know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all the roofs that I've so far, I've been able to clean with no problems.
Is there any particular tile you can't clean? So I've heard that you can't pressure wash every sort of tile.
Well, I mean, I've done every type of roof. I've done slate, I've done imitation slate, I've done
so the man-made slate.
Yeah. Rosemary tiles, you know, I've done them all. Yeah, apart from the asphalt, wouldn't touch them. Because like with this system, you know, it's just enough pressure to make the head float. So there's no resistance behind it. You know?
Yeah.
So that's it, and that's just as clean.
So it's not like when you're pressure washing the floor because you're holding it on
surface clean or whatever. You gotta hold it back or whatever.
This is floated.
It's just floating. You know? So even if you did have 200 bar, you're not getting 200 bar on it.
I've put a bit of footage in of the clean up because I was thinking the problem with pressure washing a roof is the clean up's horrific. But it's not, is it?
No, it's not, because you're in that state of mind where you think you know you're going to make a mess, so you lay the sheets out, overlap them, so when everything falls on it, you just roll the tarps from one to the other, and all the moss comes into one big pile, and you just.
And I think your wheelbarrow is probably the best thing I've ever seen.
Oh, with all the holes.
With the holes in.
Yeah.
I think everybody that does pressure washing needs to get one of them as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic idea that. Do you take the moss away that you clean?
No, I don't. I'll say to the customer we can use it on the borders as a mulch, or drain it and then put so much in the green bin and the rest in bags, so they can put it as
they can take it to the tip as they want.
Yeah. Or if it's a real bad one, you know, I've brought someone in from, like, I think last time I brought someone in for cost me 40 quid and just take it away.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And that saves you having to have a waste carrier's licence.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And when it comes to biociding, how do you do the biociding? So you were explaining to me you don't need a really strong mix, do you? Like when I was biociding, I was using 20 to 1.
Well, I mean, if you were scraping and you were going to put a biocide, you'd use 20 to 1. But the fact you've cleaned this roof now, all the moss is gone. All we're doing is just killing any spores, and it's a maintenance. And then you next time you do it in 3 years or whatever, then you'll come there with a 20 to 1. You know? It's just a maintenance.
And you put all that on again through the wand and the mast?
Well, through the mast, yes. It's when I'm doing that job. Obviously, if I was coming back at a later date, I wouldn't set this up. I'd just do the backpack and the.
But as you've got it set up, you might as well use it.
It's just quick, isn't it? Yeah. And obviously, if the weather conditions are right, if it was like blowing force 10, you wouldn't. I'd use the backpack. But if it's if the wind,
if the weather's still, it's calm.
Yeah, I'll just put it on.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Steve.
No problem. Yeah, thanks for coming down.
It's been a pleasure. Yeah. I've enjoyed doing it. It's good to see something different and use as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So it's been a really, really interesting day. There's been a couple of lads here from Eagle Cleaning Services. They're interested in the roof one. They were thinking of adding it to their kit. So they've been up and watched the job and had a go with the wand. I had a go myself. Steve does make it look really easy when he's using it. But I think it's quite it's not that steep a learning curve. I think you'd soon get used to using the wand, where to stand with it and how to hold it. You've got to remember that it's because you're doing a little movement there, it's a big movement at the end of that wand, so it only needs to be little movements, but you soon get the hang of it and it comes up really well. If you're interested in a roof wand, contact Ionic Systems and they can arrange to give you the price for that, sort you out with that, and yeah, it's not a cheap bit of kit, but it does a really good job. I mean, this is a big roof. I bet it's 260 metres, something like that, and it's all been done in a day. That's biocided, cleaned, everything. So fantastic system, and you'll get a lot of work done with it during one day. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. See you soon. Bye for now.